Okay, so moving on to our next speaker, and that's our Sam Serido, BBS UK's Fundraising and Communications Officer. So Sam is going to share some ideas with us all about how we can support the work and services of BBS UK. So over to you, Sam.
Hello, everyone. But yeah, thank you so much for the warm welcome, Tanya. As some of you may know, I'm fairly new to the BBS UK team. Consequently, I'm also new to seeing all of the amazing work that our small charity achieves. And a bit awestruck, honestly, from the conference today. Everybody shared really wonderful information so far. But I thought that we might start by going over some of BBS UK's highlight reel for this most recent year. For anyone who isn't as familiar with the work that our charity does or is joining from another country, hopefully this gives a good quick overview to what we do. So we could start for the next slide, Nat. So this past year, we provided guidance to over 100 people through our advice service. Our advice service is 2 registered social workers on our team that provide incredible guidance to anybody who needs it on a variety of issues that are impacted by BBS. It would be things like specialized education help, accessible housing, career guidance, and much more. And that's over 100 people this past year who have gotten help like that. And then the next one, Nat. And this past year, we delivered our BBS UK newsletter to over 840 recipients. So in our newsletter, there's things like personal stories, medical updates, and opportunities to connect with our BBS community, all inside it. And in addition to our newsletter, we offer accredited publications about life with BBS. It contains everything from attending school to becoming an adult. Our publications detail all of these things specific to life with BBS. And they are accredited as we are a member of the Patient Information Forum, which ensures that we provide accessible and useful healthcare information. And if you are joining us today from another country, both our newsletter and our publications are all available on our website. And then the next one. And this past year, we also helped over 450 families through our clinic support service. I recently was just able to visit our clinic service and see what we provide in person, and our patient liaison officers are so crucial in the process of families receiving the care that they need. Not only do they provide a central database, offer expert patient advocacy, and distribute updated BBS information to patients and clinicians alike, they also provide resources based on unique family needs or provide emotional support in the moments that you're attending clinic. In our clinics, there's a one-stop specialist visit. So you're seeing all of the specialists associated with BBS all in one day. And that can be overwhelming. So our patient liaison officers guide families from appointment to appointment, often through confusing hospital corridors. I can testify for that myself. And then signposting further organizations and other resources that would help those patients and families in particular in between appointments, and then after sometimes during follow-up phone calls. And then the next slide. And today, as you're all aware, we're connecting over 210 conference attendees. We have people joining us from 25 countries all over the world, as you might have seen on our social media. And it's events like these that drive change and improve the lives for everyone impacted by BBS. Sometimes being associated with other people that have a rare condition, it might feel difficult to connect and get the updates that you're looking for. But it is in meetings like this where we can really talk about the future of living with BBS and what's available for help today. And then the next slide. So as a charity, our supporters do make it possible to do what we do. We are entirely reliant from our supporters, foundations, and businesses for their donations to do this work. These donations ensure that anyone who receives a BBS diagnosis has a community waiting to greet them, support them, and our staff team to help them navigate life with BBS. In 2023, you might have seen we had BBS UK members across the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland show up for our Carry the Gene campaign. And together they raised over £80,000, which was completely mind-blowing. It really does show that amazing things are possible when our community comes together. And these contributions go directly to our charity's work, like those mentioned in our highlight reel and like today's conference. And if you're interested in supporting BBS UK, there's a number of ways that you can get involved. Next slide. So one way is spreading the word about our work to businesses. You can help by chatting to your work or business owners you know about opportunities for charitable giving. Many companies have programs to allow employees to nominate charities for a grant or donation, and still more match employee contributions, be it through challenge events that employees participate in or monthly payroll giving. Both of these things are available with a lot of organizations. It's worth reaching out to your company, your partner's company, or thinking of your friends that would be willing to get involved and checking out ways that the businesses you're connected with can provide support to our work. You might have noticed during the last presentation, Hector was brought in by David Prince, who's been a longtime member of our community. So it's these little connections that make this such a resourceful space for anyone with a BBS diagnosis. And on the fun side of things as well, you might consider which local businesses would be a good fit for contributing to our charity in other ways. Could be that your neighborhood pub is willing to donate part of proceeds of a specific bite or drink to BBS UK. Maybe your local art gallery is happy to set up a collection drive for us on a night spotlighting sensory artwork. Initiatives like these are a great way to jointly raise awareness while raising funds for our BBS community. Next slide. And within the line of also raising spirits, Rare Not Alone is our most recent way to show that everyone in our BBS community never needs to feel alone. It's a latest fundraising campaign that encourages everyone to fundraise in a way that is most meaningful to you. You can participate through anything that brings people together and show what it means to have support. The great thing about this campaign is that it can be incorporated into anything that already sparks joy in your life, like learning a new dance, mastering a recipe with a friend, or throwing a virtual gaming tournament. You could celebrate a birthday, anniversary, or achievement through a party with friends or family, where an admission ticket can be a donation to our cause. It's our goal for this campaign to be a chance for our community members to come together. We also encourage you to think of us during your next sign up for a challenge event. Whether you're interested in running a marathon or hiking 5 peaks, you can make a huge difference by raising awareness and contributing towards BBS UK's work through your event. Next slide. And then one of the most important ways that you can support our work is by becoming a friend of BBS UK. Friends of BBS UK are individuals who give regularly to our work, be it £1 a month or £20 a month. I really can't underscore enough how these donations add up in amazing ways over time and give us the chance to know that we have funds we can count on to continue planning more events like today's conference. Even a small monthly donation over the year makes it possible to deliver things that we've already named in the highlight reel as well, like accredited publications on BBS, an hours-long phone call to set out accessible housing for families, or assistive technology for households that need it, to name just a few possible impacts. And next slide. You can also help by making a one-off donation. To those of you who want to support our work today, we've convinced you through the conference and everything we have available. We'll be sharing links in the chat and on our social media channel where you can donate. Just click on it and you'll be directed to our secure donation page. No amount is too small to make a difference. And then the next page. And don't forget to gift aid your donation when presented with the option. Gift aid is a system in the UK that allows charities like ours to claim an extra 25 pence on every £1 donated, which makes an incredible difference to our contributions over time. And then the next page. And finally, but most importantly, to all who support our work through donations, challenge events, and fundraisers, I want to offer our charity sincerest thanks. It is because of your contributions that our charity can be there for families affected by BBS when they need us. And together we can provide a community for every family with a BBS diagnosis. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Sam. There's some really great ideas there, and really looking forward to seeing what our community responds with that campaign. And of course, everyone keep in touch and let us know what you're doing, what you're planning to do, so we can support you, but then we can also include a write-up in our next newsletter. Thank you, Sam.